Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Mark. Today, I'll be showing you how to convert this black 2.5 XE into a green 3.5 XE. And let's get started. First thing I like to do is obviously, first things first, take off the battery, do it like that. Boop. Battery's off, take off the antenna. A lot of people would be like, let's take off the housing and then the top. I like to do it in reverse. Top first, and top to bottom. That's how I do it. So, got your tools. I don't have the right tools except for the red thingamajig. That works. So, just for my grip, I'm just going to take off the top channel knob. Go pull and wiggle up and down a little bit, like side to side. Just get that off. But don't wiggle too much because then it's just going to snap the whole thing and then you're going to end up spending maybe $400 on a new control top because you screwed up. And probably because you didn't listen to what I just said. Do not wiggle too much. Just wiggle slightly, just a little bit. And pull, not too hard, but just hard enough to get it off. It's almost there. I don't have the best grip gloves. These are just my fire gloves. So let's have a decent grip sometimes. It's almost there. I don't have the money for the Motorola tools because that stuff's way too freaking expensive for me. I don't feel like using that and spending that extra money just for something that a basic tool can do. I'd rather use the Motorola tool, but if I don't have the money, you gotta make do with what you have. So that's that. Knobs off. Second, I know Motorola guys are gonna get mad. I'm gonna use this to take off the washer. So you see there's like a washer here, you put in one of those notches and spin it out. That's what I'm gonna do right here. Sorry. It takes a few tries to get going, but I didn't put it on super tight. So for this video, so I can take it off. I like to change colors of my radio every now and then and models because why not? Where's the fun in not doing that? So let's get that off. It's just about out there. Just get that out there. What I like to do is I have the grill right here, so I'll put that right here. I'll put the loose parts in that grill right there. Oh, I don't need the glove anymore, so get that out of there. Just keep getting that washer out without touching or getting anywhere near the pin in the center of the antenna thing, because that will make your radio not work. That's out. You can do that, and then there's your washer right there. Put it in a loose parts grill. That's what I call it. The knobs need to stay right there. Cool. Now you're gonna get your T9 star screw or whatever you want to call this. I call it a Torx. Everyone says it's star drive. I call it a Torx bit. Then these two screws right here and here. You want to get those out, and then just pull the top of the plastic off. I don't do the complete control top because some people do get a whole control top with the plastic, but if you want to keep it in XE and just change the color, it's just easier to get the plastic. That's what I did. Super cheap. Got the black piece for like $120 from China. Brand freaking new, original OEM by Motorola. Great condition, not a single scratch until I touched it. Keep getting that out of there. And now you can see the whole thing's like coming loose. Like you can see the whole control top's coming loose now. You do not want to take the whole control top off. You want to keep that on. So I like to press down on the screen when I do this to keep the actual control top staying on. Do that. Get the screw, put in a loose part screw. And I'll do that. I like to grab like right here where the open space is right there. Just go like that, get it off. And I like to hold down the emergency button, because the emergency button tends to come off too, but that's not a problem. If it does, just pop it back on. That's that. There's a little washer in here. Not a washer, a little piece right here. You want to take that out. This, put it on the side. Don't need it anymore until the next thing. And put it in the same place in here. Slide that, just snap it in. I just snap it in. Now put that on your radio like that. That's that. Now the top is just about done cosmetically. That's good. And I'll do a process in reverse. I like to put both. I like to do the screws on the side. I do it in reverse, like I just said, but don't tighten it all the way, because then one side will be leaning far up when you try and put the other side on. Then it's too tight because the other side's too like tight. So that's what I do. It's okay. Someone's texting me. I don't need to know what that means. That's that. Just put that on loosely, and then I put the hard part on, which is the washer. Put that with these facing up, not this. This goes on the bottom flat. No design or what it's called, just blank, goes on the bottom. I like to do that, twist with my fingers just a little bit, just to get it in, just to get it started. Sometimes it just goes in on an angle, so you just want to just drop it in there perfectly. And then just spin it, have your side of the finger catch it. It's good. I do it in reverse, put the Motorola tool, womp womp, and just tighten it. I like to tighten it 97%, because if it's too tight, then it's just, you're never gonna get it off. Like when I first got the radio, when it originally was green. That's when we put it back to green, because you know green's pretty cool. Just do that. But you don't want it too loose, because then the antenna will catch on to it, and then when you pull out the antenna, then the antenna's stuck on. At that point happened to me. I had to snap my antenna. I had to like cut my antenna here to get it off, and I had lost like an antenna. So you don't want the washer to be too loose that the antenna gets stuck and won't come out. You know, that really sucks a lot. Okay, that's good. Now you can tighten these. Like actually tighten them for real, but not just like I said. Don't do it 100%. Do it 97.5 or whatever. 97. I do 99 at most. Just keep getting that tight. Now pop the knob on. I like to keep it at channel 1 or 16 when I do this, preferably channel 1, because it's, you know, it's easier. Pop that on. Make sure it stays on, that's on. Same with this. I'll press it in there so it stays on. It's good, nice and tight. The top is done. Now next, 2 screws right here. You want to unscrew these right here. Thanks to my friend Adam for the radio. He gave this to me for free because he didn't like it. So, you know, thanks to him, he's going to be a sad scanner for the rest of his life and never experience the greatness of APX radio. Swamp womp. Let's get those off. Like I like to do, you know, this is going to be our loose parts, but not anymore because we're going to put that on. Actually, let's keep it like that still, because that's the last thing we're going to put on the radio. So I was like, now I like to use the old grill as my new loose parts grill. Put that over here. So those 2 washers, the screws, and the screws that hold the top of the speaker grill in are going to have like a fat top and then a normal screw, just to identify it, you know. That's why I think it's like that. Take those off. Some housings are 3-piece like the green, and some housings are 1-piece. It just wraps around, and those are freaking pain in the butt to get on and off. Take those 2 screws out, or 1 screw out. Just gotta keep loosening the last one. That's out. As you see, has that little big fat thing up there. Very important. There's a little notch right here that holds it in place. Do not go like that. You'll break your radio. It will never work again, and then Motorola will sue you in the butt. So go like that. Take it out from the front and then slowly lift out, and you still have that little thing right there, that little notch. I like to put this side up because it has the contacts. You don't want to get that dirt. I'll put that over here. There's your mace board right there. Now you got 2 more screws on the bottom right here. get those off. That's that. And from there you can just like unwrap the housing, put down your loose parts grill right there. And this, you know, this you just pull. I like to pull off from the button side first. So just, I'm just gonna do it. Actually, I'm gonna do it from the mic side first, and then you'll see right here the screen can come loose. So you just, I like to put it this way so the screen sits face up so it doesn't come off. I like to try to wedge my finger in there to keep the screen in place. And just yeet that off there. That's the old black housing, put that over there. This is your screen. This is your Vulcan board, which is your heart, and this is your RF board, which is the frequency thingamajig. Cool, that's that. And now we're gonna put the housing on. I like to put the sides on first because the front goes around the sides, like wraps over it. So I like to put that on like that, that on like that. I like to hold it like that, put that like that, and that's your housing and you're done. No, I was kidding. So that's that. And then first I like to do, hold it together, place it on the table or ground or wherever surface you're doing this. Go to your loose parts grill. Get the bottom two in first, but don't tighten them too much because then you won't be able to reach the connection for the top. Just do that, just a little bit. That, just a little bit. Now, put the speaker grill back in. Do it in reverse, make sure you don't break off that little knot like thingamajig. Put that in there like that. Do the top two screws again. And what I like to do is I like to do it like this because as you can see, this is out a little bit and the screws are not going to reach that. So I like to push that in so the screws can reach the contacts and then start screwing into its things. I like to do that. Also like to hold the speaker grill down. Whoop. So it likes easier to screw the screws in. One's getting a little tight, so it's good. Not going to tighten it all the way. Same with this screw, not going to tighten all the way. Actually, we're all going to tighten the top ones all the way. That's wrong. You tighten the top ones all the way. That's how I do it. And then you tighten the bottom, and then the middle ones, once you put the grill on, should be fine. That's good. Just finishing up this one right here. Cool. Tighten the bottom one. You don't want to be too loose that the battery won't fit in because the screws are blocking it, but not too tight because you don't want to strip it and screw up your radio. That's that. I'll just pop in the grill like that. Boom. Now your loose parts grill is done. Well, put these two screws in. Like that. Last finishing touch, and you're done. That is your new radio right there. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Have a good night.